Hello, my name is Bakstan and I'm from far away. I come from a country called Malaysia. So I like to wish you Namaste, Namo Buddhaya, how do you do? In Malaysia we say apa khabar, it means how are you? So I'm glad to see you. I hope to spend maybe about a couple of minutes to share the experiences that I have. You are wondering what am I doing here, right? I'm just like you. I got locked down in my own house in Malaysia since the 18th of March, and today we are already 60 days. For 60 days, we cannot get out of the house. So I'm not sure how long will you lock down in your house. So in Malaysia, we got another 3 more weeks until the 9th of June before we can step out of our house. So it's a long period. I have never been stuck in my house for such a long time. All right. So I'm asked by a good friend of mine, Dr. Dilip Kumar, to say a few words about ourselves, about humanity, about how the psychology part of our human. So maybe I speak from what I know, right? Perhaps you want to know who am I? Okay, so I am actually 59 years old, Malaysian-born Chinese. My grandfather came from China, so I'm the third generation Chinese in Malaysia. So I'm happy to live in this multi-racial country. We have a population of about 32 million, and out of which 5.6 million are like me, Chinese from Malaysia. But we're all born here. We're all born here and we live like a Malaysian. All right. So I want to talk a little bit about human being, right? Human being. Who am I? So my father was from China, and most Chinese we practice Buddhism. So my thinking, my culture is Buddhism. So I will share you from what I know and how I practice. Okay. So what happened is the Buddha says that we are called Manussa. Manussa actually is a Sanskrit word in India long time ago. So it's a very ancient Indian language called Manussa. And as a human being, Manussa is a human being which is made of 2 parts, Mano and Usa. Mano means the mind. Usa means cultivate. So when you put these 2 words together, it means a human being that has a mind that can cultivate to the full potential. That's what we are. So then he went on to explain a little bit deeper. He says we are made of 2 main parts. One part is the hardware, and one part is the software. So the hardware is called rupa. Rupa means our flesh, all our hair, and then our blood, our urine, everything about us, the hardware, right? Then he says the software, which is called the nama, has got 4 types of software. So there are 4 faculty. So these 4 faculty are actually the 4 faculty plus one hardware add together. We are a human being, a Manussa. So then he went on to explain about these 4 types of software, which actually is very important. The 4 faculty. The first faculty is actually our sensory contact base. What we can see, we can smell, we can taste, we can feel, we can touch, and also all those things are contact based. So these are information from outside. We take it inside into our mind. Then when we take it into our mind, there are other 3 faculty, and they are all interlinked. They are all interlinked very fast. The speed of communication is so fast, faster than all the supercomputer in the world. So it goes into another software called SANYA. SANYA is a perception. It's like your memory of your computer. Like for example, you see this watch. Yeah, you see the watch is round, so your memory says, oh, this is a round watch. So it is very fast. And then there is another software which is called the EMU. We call it Vedana, which is the emotion, over here. So the emotion will have the good feeling, or the disgusting feeling, or the neutral feeling, right? So for example, someone gave you a rose, a stalk of rose. So nice, you like it. But if you step on a dog poo, and it's so disgusting and so smelly, so you reject it. So this is how the information so fast, it goes into our main software, which is called the Sankara. The Sankara is the real mind that make a decision. You are the one making the decision, whether you want to reject it, or you want to accept it, or you want to stay neutral. You don't talk about it, all right? So this is where human has all this mind. And on top of that, he also mentioned that we have what we call Asava. Asava is like a uncontrollable mental flow. Uncontrollable mental flow started from the day we are born until the day we die. We will have this mental flow in our mind. If you could just stay, I think you have experienced it. When you stay quiet for say about 5 seconds, 10 seconds, you will hear something chattering. If you stay a bit longer by yourself, then you hear the little voice and say, oh, you forgot to off the fire, the stove fire, or you forgot to return a call to a friend. So this mind that is talking to you, it can bring, it's such your conscience, right? It cannot be controlled. Even that's actually how you explain dreams. When you are asleep, the dream comes in and so forth. So this uncontrolled mental flow will come to you continuously. This is where then you say the wrong words, you quarrel with your wife, you didn't like certain taste and so forth. So of the food. And so what we can do is during this lockdown, we have to look inside ourselves instead of always looking outside. So there are actually I could think of 3 things that you can do to calm your mind. Number 1 is meditation. If you could do say a half an hour, 45 minutes every day to look in yourself when you meditate, then you can see the 3 natural characteristics of life, which is the impermanence, the suffering, and the non-self. But it's quite difficult, but you have to try. And the other thing I think you are very good at is yoga, right? You practice yoga, and that way you have a balance of the body and the mind, and become calm. You become very, very calm. And the last one, the third one that you can do is the what we call chanting. If you could do chanting, actually my wife likes chanting, and she can chant, and she chant half an hour every night, 8 o'clock to 8:30, and sometimes up to even 9 o'clock. And that chanting helps her to calm her mind. So that way you reduce the asava, the mental flow. So you say less, you don't react too hastily, and you don't make mistake, and you can stay as husband and wife with the children, all in harmony in the house. All right, okay. So this all I can share you this time, and I wish you all the best in your lockdown in your house, and try to discover yourself. Okay.